it's Mark Wahlberg. Welcome to Click TV.
Welcome to Click TV.
And we're back. Just like the Five Musketeers.
Three Musketeers, isn't it? Well, nobody knows how many there were, really, do they?
You do know that the Three Musketeers is a fiction, right? Written by Alexander Dumas.
A lot of people are saying that about the Bible these days.
What, that it was written by Alexander Dumas?
Don't be daft, Steve. It was written by Jesus.
Are we there yet?
Let's do this!
The World's End.
Guys, welcome to Ireland.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.
So I want to ask kind of a few fast questions about things you like first.
All right.
So I was going to ask you about your favourite video game first, for example.
I don't play video games anymore.
Okay. Legacy?
But Legacy, I would say probably Tetris.
Okay.
I have a child now, so I feel guilty playing a video game when I could be helping.
Okay.
Doesn't mean to say I don't do it. I'm a Call of Duty fan. I'm also on my phone. I play a lot of games on my phone. So Tiger Woods golf. I'm a keen golfer.
Oh yeah.
So if I can, play a bit of golf on my phone, which is quite fun. I just downloaded a game called Limbo, which is absolutely fantastic.
I forgot phones. Amazing Breaker. I played. It was great.
Favourite movie, guys, from all time, maybe?
Close Encounters for me.
Raising Arizona for me.
And a random one, what your favourite film composer?
Composed John Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
That's an average one. And your favourite beverage? I know you don't drink anymore, so your favourite drink?
Coffee.
Yeah. I know this is a quick question, but it's got a very convoluted answer. But I love an ice cold pint. That said, I equally love a cup of tea in the mornings, and my first coffee of the day.
And if you could start...
Breast milk.
Fresh milk.
Breast milk.
Oh, of course, sorry. Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. If you could start with any actor in any movie in any franchise, who would it be?
Nick Frost.
Good answer.
Someone who I've never worked with before, I would probably say Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh, in a franchise movie or
any actor of all time.
De Niro.
De Niro, Pacino. But then that said, I kind of had the same feeling working with Olivia Colman and Paddy Considine, so, and Simon and Eddie Marzan. It's
not much. Not Martin Freeman though.
Didn't get it off mine.
He's difficult.
So this is the end. The World's End.
Huge
this is the end.
clanger.
This is the other one.
Huge clanger.
I don't know if you're time
Is this just a comedy, or is this a movie about people pulling other people's heads off? Is what happens quite a lot in this film.
Is it a what?
Is it a comedy, or is it a sci-fi movie about pulling robots' heads
Can't
off?
it be both?
I think it can be. Yeah, they're not mutually exclusive.
No, but what was that Blue like to work with? There was so much of it.
It was remarkably easy. It was, it's kind of there's less of a psychological smack in the teeth than when it's blood. So it was just like the whole idea was that it was like ink. When you're at school, you'd always come home covered in ink, and we wanted our heroes to be like, as they regressed further and further into their childhood selves, to the aspects of their school life would sort of re-emerge, and that one of them was being covered in blue all the time. So yeah, it's a film about friendship, really. It's a film about conformism. It's a film about a lot of serious things as well as being a comedy.
It was the scene we shot one night, and it was -9, and we were both in very little clothing, and the goo was absolutely freezing.
Yeah,
they didn't warm the goo.
They should have warmed the goo. There's nothing like having cold goo against you.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
Well, Simon, you played kind of an asshole in this movie.
Thanks.
You don't always. Was it a very easy character to get into?
Playing an asshole.
Yes.
It was fun actually. Gary King is like a sort of he's mercurial, slightly annoying, but I think at the heart of it a tragedy. I think to reduce him to simply an asshole is short-sighted and slightly dumb.
All right. And if you play a more kind of get-together character this time compared to the rest of the movies, was that fun to play with? Or less fun?
I'm an actor. I eat what is in front of me, so to speak, and it's a question of fine. It comes to me. They write it for me, so it's very easy. All I essentially have to do is learn the lines and do good actings, and it's right there.
Well, the trilogy is finally done. Could you say that at the end of it, that it actually is just a love story between you two characters, regardless of who you're playing?
I think I think you could say that they're different stages of love, but I think equally you could say that it's a look at different stages of male friendships and different types of male friendships,
Well, you said that Edgar Wright's quite a perfectionist. Is that difficult to work with, or is it just very challenging every day?
It's challenging.
It is challenging, but Simon and I have said this to each other a lot over the last 10 years. You can't argue against it. You can't argue against someone who wants something to be perfect. You can't say
what you're arguing for is mediocrity.
Yeah, exactly. So you just have to suck it up and and do it. You know.
Well, I love the ending of the film. There's a movie there. Is that something you'd like to do? The very, very end.
No, I mean, in the same way that Hot Fuzz was never going to be about two super cops and Shaun of the Dead, you know, the end of Shaun of the Dead, there's no room for a sequel there. We like to move on and, you know, maybe hint at what happens later. Each of our films feature an epilogue, but the epilogue is far less interesting to us than the feat itself. It's always about getting to that point, really. So, yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to do a post-apocalyptic kind of, not to give anything away, sort of fantasy film? That's another genre altogether.
Sure. And just very, very quickly, what can people expect then from The World's End?
Orgasmic fun.
Yeah.
A lot of laughter.
Good head-smashing fun.